Your eyes sharp tonight. Team we're playing, it's all smoke and mirrors.
Smoke and mirrors.
A man
Jackson Ellis.
in living color, in the flesh, large and in charge. You name it, I am it. And like the phoenix, I have risen again.
Yeah? See, because I'm just surprised they let you through those metal detectors with all that steel pulsing through those broke knees, Jack.
Classic Tatum. All set up and no punchline. You sure you know how to play this game, man? Last time I checked, we weren't dropping set shots at the peach baskets anymore.
AI, Howie, Jackson Ellis.
Hold up, freeze frame! Money, whenever you need it. ATM is in the building. What's up?
Okay, I'm confused. What is happening?
Oh, this is great. It's like a horror movie. They're everywhere.
And ATM. Smoke and mirrors.
You might not see us coming.
And you definitely won't see us coming.
Better check your wallet, son, because you just got jacked.
Hey, who's your little tag-along gang, Tatum? Looks like they got laws at the last week's Bieber concert.
Fever!
Oh, man. You know, I studied you two coming up, and I'm not falling into your little middle school head games.
Ha!
That's all you got?
Ha! You hear that, ATM? Looks like we got ourselves our very own Zen master right here.
Yeah, real future coach in the making. Better watch out, Jack, before he starts mesmerizing you with talks about Buddha's wet jumper.
Gonna be a short stay in the league for your little man, Tatum. His skin's as thin as paper.
Talk's over, first name A, last name I. We're gonna make it our personal mission that every scout that watches the tape of this here game uses as an example of where your career went extinct.
Look, enough talk. Let's play.
We'll be seeing you out there.
Smoke and mirrors. Out.
Okay, so that happened.
Shh. Man, please. They all talk.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't fool yourself, kid. They used to be in the league for a reason. We underestimate them, they will bury us.
Welcome, everyone, to another game of Mad Ants basketball. I'm Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Vanafatemi. We have a great game in store for you tonight.
Well, I know Mad Ants fans have been waiting for this game as AI, the viral dunk legend, has made his way here via trade. Tonight is his debut, and it'll be a fun one.
And as fun as it will be for the Mad Ants to see what AI can do, they'll have their hands full with Ellis and ATM, the pair they call Smoke and Mirrors.
Great nickname and a lot to watch for here in this great matchup.
And Brian, really, what a whirlwind past few days it must have been for AI.
Comes in from China, gets his bearings in LA, and is immediately traded over to Fort Wayne. Hard for any player to be at their best after going through so many changes in such a short span.
5 on the clock. That one drops for him.
He's looking for his ticket back to the big time, and the way Ellis is going to do it is by knocking down every good look he gets.
AI, he's guarded by Ellis. Trigger screen to the inside. It's not going to go for him. Now Greensboro takes it the other way. Well, so much of this offense is based on smoke and mirrors. And if you can stop them, you slow up the whole team.
Yeah, but that's a lot easier said than done. ATM and Ellis have found success by going with what works for them. And if you take away one option from them, they're just going to find another way to hurt you.
Now here's Ellis. Schrader the screen. Pass to Middleton. Bishop. Ellis outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Well, if you recognize Jackson Ellis, there's a reason. He spent some time in the NBA before coming here to work his way back.
And Ellis is a guy who has his hands in everything. I think he's worked as a shoe rep in the past. Just a guy who is always around the game of basketball one way or another.
And that one drops for him.
He knows how to make his mark in the paint. Triggs got a lot of other jobs to do out there, but scoring inside, that's job number one.
Now here's Ellis. He has 5. Tatum outside. Randolph, pass to AI. Trigger screen. And here's Tatum, covered by Bishop. They set the pick, back to AI. Pulls up, and the Mad Ants tack on 2 more.
Well, if AI is a name that sounds familiar, it is because he had a dunk that went viral not too long ago. A couple of showstoppers that occurred in an exhibition game against the NBA All-Stars. It was the biggest thing on the web.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And it's Jackson Ellis penetrating. And foul called as he misses and will shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Connor Trigg.
You know, he might rub some guys the wrong way, but Ellis is an outstanding player. He wants to prove himself after that devastating knee injury.
Fort Wayne trailing. Well, we know that AI came over via trade. Officially, it was for cash considerations, but the rumors say it was something more specific.
Less of cash considerations and more of roast beef recompense. What I'm getting at is that he was traded for sandwiches. Not a high point for him, but I'm sure he'll look back at some point and laugh at it all, one would hope.
Well, he should be using it as, you know, a means of motivation, Tim. They're moving it up. Finished off the break.
That's all heart from AI. These sequences demonstrate how devastating he can be in transition.
Here's the Swarm with the ball. It's a 3-point game, and he'll let you know it, but Jackson Ellis is as talented as anybody in this league.
Well, Blake, confidence has never been a problem for Ellis. Even before he was teamed up with ATM, he was regarded as one of the future names in the league.
Chalk up 2 right there.
I've always liked the swagger Ellis has. You can see how much he loves making those fancy moves.
Here's AI. Pass to Trigg. Doesn't go that time. Jeff Schrader with the defensive effort.
Beyond the catchy name of Smoke and Mirrors, both Ellis and ATM are known trash talkers.
Yeah, they will get in your face and let you have it if you can't slow them down. Part of dealing with the duo is just putting up with all the trash they're going to send your way.
And that's part of what makes them so good.
Now here's AI. Screen by AI. Ah, a little pass fake there, froze the D. That was a nice move.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there,
It's
Tim.
been a lot of fun to watch.
Ellis with it, covered by AI. Schrader the screen to the paint. Outside for Ellis. Fires at the elbow. Another shot. And Schrader with the lay-in good.
Good to see Schrader hitting the glass. When he's active, good things happen.
Here's Grace. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw attempts of the game. No good on the free throw. Hakeem Gaines on the wing, guarded by Young. Pass to Middleton. Up off the screen, bringing it down.
Woo! Somebody get the peanut butter because that was a jam.
And ATM actually played his way into the league by performing well at street ball events.
And it didn't happen immediately for ATM. Took some tries before he was finally able to break through and get a chance, but he's made the most of it.
And you really got to respect ATM for the work that he's put in. Gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
He's one of the most determined rebounders we've got in the league.
Get out of his way.
Yeah, please, get out of his way and let him do his work. And, you know, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works. And that's why the coaches and his teammates admire him.
Now here's Young. And that misses. That would have put them up. Well, most know Sheldon Middleton as ATM, and he prefers it that way.
He tried explaining the self-proclaimed nickname to me once. Something about needing money? I'm not really sure. To be honest, I have no idea why the name has stuck around with him.
Schrader's shot is off.
His finishing ability, it leaves a lot to be desired. He needs to take it to the hoop with conviction.
His touch has deserted him this quarter, guys, and I don't know if it's ever coming back.
Inside, here's Middleton, and Connor Trigg with the block.
NBA coaches, they just love to get defense out of the 5 spot, and seeing that block, it looks like Trigg can do that.
Now here's Young. Trigg a screen. With the teardrop. Down low. The second chance effort. And it's AI missing. Well, you know that this offense is going to lean heavily on the smoke and mirrors pick and roll.
And even though they do it with some flash, credit Ellis and ATM for being very refined and how well they can execute the two-man game.
Can't let Ellis get those close range looks or he'll make you pay. For a guy his size, you've got to push him out.
From deep AI, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. A fantastic game from Ellis in this one.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him if they want some different results in the second half.
Well, they've got to make some sort of change. You know, they can't let him continue to torch them like he has been.
And with ATM, surely his ability to move with his size is a handful to deal with.
He is surprisingly nimble for a player of his size and strength.
What I like about Schrader is he plays his role, a big man who knows his strengths and limitations.
And he hits both from the stripe. And here are the Mad Ants, trailing by 5. Trigg a screen. Here's AI. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Well, the G League the last few years has increased the competitive level. Fair to say?
Oh, absolutely fair to say. Look, the NBA has been investing more and more into making the G League a true stepping stone for players who are on the verge of being NBA caliber, but they're just not quite there yet.
Clock at 6. Ellis with it. Now guarded by AI. Bishop no good. And the Mad Ants with possession. It's a 3-point game. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And the first one at the line is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And we know what the Swarm offense is all about, smoke and mirrors. Ellis and Middleton are the engine for this team.
Knocked away. Young with the steal. One-on-one fast break. AI outside. Here's Trigg. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Yeah, his coaches are just thrilled when Trigg does that type of dirty work. Getting after it on offensive glass and salvaging the possession.
Now here's Ellis. He's got 11. Out of bounds, it'll be Mad Ants ball. So both teams making some change. Greensboro with the ball. Gaines with the ball. Pass to Ellis. Pulls up from the top of the key. And that's good for 2.
Well, you watch Ellis play, and it is clear that he is a very tricky player on the floor.
Every move he makes, he does with precision and purpose. I mean, sometimes it seems like he's winging it out there, but he knows exactly what he's doing with the ball at all times.
You just got to love watching Ellis play. You know, that is right where they wanted to get that ball.
Greensboro with the ball. Schrader in the post. Triggs there.
What determination. There was a lot of competition for that rebound.
And here's Marcus Young for three. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. Welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. The Mad Ants trailing.
Well, it's no secret that Marcus Young has his sights set on a larger stage. He'll tell anyone willing to listen that he wants to be in the NBA, and to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if he got there sooner rather than later.
And as you said, Young clearly has aspirations beyond the G League.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, for Young, a lot of it is just learning how to work well within a system. The talent is there for sure, but he still needs to be more aware of what it takes to be successful with a group, not just on his own.
They set the pick. Bishop with the ball. AI's there.
And AI, the newest member of the Mad Ants, who is a player they went out of their way to get. Coach Keller sees a great deal of potential in this young man.
Now here's Bishop. Jones a screen. And the foul called on AI. That's foul number 2 for him. Pass to Ellis. Over AI. Ellis, no good. As you said, Coach Keller specifically thought AI has exactly what the team was missing and was very vocal about acquiring his talents for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and it's easy to see what Keller sees in AI as far as what the team is missing. AI plays with a lot of energy and has the potential to take this team over the top. Smart move by the Mad Ants and Coach Keller to fight for his acquisition. A fight worth fighting for?
Definitely.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves.
Well, if you haven't read up on AI, the newest Mad Ant, he's been playing over in China prior to this. Was apparently putting up some decent numbers for the Shanghai Bears when he was noticed by the scouts.
Now here's Ellis. Shot's good by Middleton.
As much as Ellis likes creating for himself, he's a supreme passer too. A phenomenal feed to create that easy look.
AI with it. He's guarded by Ellis. And the dunk by AI.
A sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around. Straight to the tin for the jam.
Yeah, he's a brick wall. There was no way for his man to get around that one, was there?
And a well-built wall with that.
Yeah, no chance of getting around that. I mean, the pick was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and we know that's probably not going to happen.
Middleton. Here's Schrader. And he banks in the layup.
Not a big margin for them in terms of rebounding, but it's enough to get the job done.
Just one more advantage in the stat column, but it's translated to this lead.
And AI was on the Shanghai team, got good minutes developing over there.
Well, you can see that AI is a much more polished and confident player, Blake, than the last time we saw him over here in college. Just seems to have taken some major steps forward with his play during his time in China.
I think being the go-to option really helped his development.
Definitely.
A long-time fans of the team know, Coach Keller, he's very fair to his players.
Yeah, and he preaches 3 things, Tim: discipline, control, and respect. Seems a bit of an old-school approach nowadays, but it's a hit with the team and the fans of the Mad Ants.
And we just love Coach Keller. He's great.
To the middle. A nice shot by Trigg.
And what about the leadership Trigg shows here, knowing they need a bucket and taking the job on himself?
It's stolen by Trigg. Not too much to be said about Young, other than he's a standout player.
Has an edge to him on and off the court. He can be described as curt at times, but hopefully he's just a player focused on improving his game.
Now here's Ellis. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I've got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Yeah, neither did the defense, clearly.
Here's Middleton. Down low. Pass to Ellis. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 attempts.
And the will to finish through contact. The confidence of Ellis is really something else.
From deep AI, drains it from beyond the arc.
He's been in some high-pressure situations before. Playing in the Final Four comes to mind, and AI puts that experience to use right there.
Here's Ellis, and there are the Swarm with another bucket.
A leader in the clutch. We talk about confidence, and Ellis has plenty of it in these moments, dating it way back to his UCLA days.
Now here's AI. No good off front iron. Now Bishop. High arcing shot, and the nice bucket inside from Ellis.
That just adds to what's probably already an insurmountable lead. I think they'll be leaving here with a win.
Yeah, hard to imagine any other outcome than the one that's staring us right in the face.
The drive by AI. Goes back up, buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Going to the big man for the big bucket. Trigg has to be pumped to come through in the clutch.
Here's Ellis, and so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point ball game.
The free throws go down, and the lead goes up.
6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. AI no good. Now here's Bishop. He's closely guarded. Again, the miss by the Swarm.
That's a shot he had to take.
No question. The decision was good, just didn't execute.
And here is AI. And the Swarm come away with the road win. Tough game from both Greensboro and Fort Wayne.
I know the Mad Ants wanted to get a win in the debut of AI, but ATM and Jackson Ellis had other plans and managed to steal the show in the game.
It's just so difficult to slow down the Swarm when they're clicking on all cylinders. Nice to see the first minutes from AI, though, even if it wasn't a loss.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. On behalf of Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga saying thank you for joining us for this presentation of the G League. Good night.
They just give me the rock after the screen, man. Move it.
Give me a second.
Think you own the court? You think you own this locker room now?
Nah, but I think I just scored more points than you tonight. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing tomorrow night, and the next, and the next.
That's how it is?
Whoa,
huh?
whoa, whoa.
That's what you think?
Hey, whoa, guys!
Is that what you think is gonna happen?
Hey,
Huh?
it's okay, man, it's okay. I'm just trying to get under Marcus's skin. And it's working.
Two breaded pork tenderloins.
Thanks, Joe.
On the house, Paul.
Thanks, buddy.
What is this?
Breaded pork tenderloin? Come on, bro. This is an Indiana staple. It's also the only sandwich that could double as its own plate. Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah.
Man, all the big food shows have been gagging to get a piece of this here icon for years. But owner just shoots them off. Old school, Midwest, no desire for celebrity, only the work matters. You need to stop letting Marcus get under your skin, boy. I mean, he's arrogant, but you're so self-conscious, you'll eventually lose. It's gonna affect everything you do on the court, and then you're never gonna get to the NBA. No, come. We're only having lunch so you can find out how to get out of the city, right?
Look, I'm sorry, man.
Okay, only apologize when absolutely necessary. We need more ambition on this team.
So what's it like, like the league?
No different to this. Yeah, players are faster, they can jump higher, of course they're the same size. Better hotels. You wanna know how to get in?
Deal with Marcus, like make sure he doesn't mess up my chances with the scouts.
Here's an idea. How about you see Marcus as not a rival, but more of a teammate?
Why? He's not going to.
I mean, like, I grew up in Houston, okay? I was a Rockets fan, do or die. That was my team. Still is deep down. But you, young players, you were brought up in the system. And you probably traveled around the country, in camps and tournaments, and you were probably shuffled around by the AAU. You probably never really had a team, right?
Yeah, the Lakers, of course. The Heat.
Yeah, I'm not talking about respect. I'm talking about love. Okay? A love that charges you, feeds you, and that is the difference between a player and a legend. Show the Mad Ants that you're not just passing through. You show them that passion, the appreciation, and I promise you, none of the time you spend here will be wasted.
What's up?
You're Paul Tatum, right?
Yeah.
Look at that, man. You still get recognized, as you should.
You're AI.
Yeah. Hey.
You guys, both of you guys are like my favorite player on the Mad Ants.
Mad Ants? You a fan?
I'm Zach Coleman. Guys, it's the Mad Ants. It's the Mad Ants.
Mad Ants!
I told you it was them.
Fans of the Mad Ants?
Yeah, man. Are you kidding? I mean, we watch every single game. This season has been so freaking exciting, dude. It's so awesome to know you guys are definitely going all the way.
Whoa, okay, let's just slow it down. I mean, it's long season.
You're right, Mr. Tatum. One game at a time. But man, AI, I've seen you be under way worse pressure, and you always come through. When you hit that baseline jumper with 2 seconds left to send it to OT in that tourney game you played, man, legendary. Ice water in your veins.
Thank you, man.
Speaking of which, you guys good? You need a refill? It's on me.
Wait. So you know about me. You know how I deal, huh?
Honestly, if I can speak honestly.
Sounds like you can.
I grew up in this town my whole life, but I feel like I know this world, man. I know the game. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, but I consider myself like a social media maven. I know how silly that sounds coming out of my mouth, but I'm serious, dude. Look.
Let me see this, man. Oh, look, you got 50,000 followers? Yo, what did you say you did?
51.4, but everything, dude. Ad campaigns. I boost the social media presence of all these local businesses. Right now, I'm driving people to the Wayne Grove. I'm helping this small coffee shop down by the river. They're outselling even the big guys by the courthouse, dude. But even if they weren't blowing up, I would make sure they were blowing up. But sometimes, it's just great to support a product that you actually believe in.
Yeah.
A coffee refill would be good.
I'm really close to this business being big enough to quit this job, but enough about me. What about you guys? I mean, the Mad Ants and you, AI, you guys don't have a social media presence. Nothing comes up.
I'm been a little busy playing basketball. Don't really have
I'm
time
not saying
for
that you
much
should worry about it, but maybe I should be worrying about it, man. Ever since you threw down that sick dunk on Corey Harris in Shanghai, you've been a social media ghost. I mean, do you have a social media manager? Because I could be your social media manager. Or just your regular manager if you don't have one of those.
You know what? I don't, but thank you, though. Appreciate that.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. All right, think about it.
Do I still think about it? Yeah, of course I still think about getting that mid-season call to be the 12th man. And I'm always going to think about it. Maybe I'll get that one last ride. But you wanted advice. Be here. Now. Don't worry about what's coming.
You're good to Fort Wayne. She'll pay you back in full.
Let the coach know.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you saw them at the diner. Okay, we are kings around here. And yeah, sure, everyone in the NBA is a king too, but Here, it's different. You know, it's like your family's filling the stands in the high school gym. It's just a couple of farm boys playing one-on-one. Hey, what do you say to a couple of kings taking on the common folk in the game against the barn door?
Hey, y'all need 2 more?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Come on.
It's on, brother.
Ball's in. Here we go, check. Go. Ball's live. Check it. Here we go. Ball's live. Two. Here we go. Check. Ball's live. One, two, three. Check it. Ball's in. One to four. Check go. Go. Ball's live. 1 to 5. Check. Ball's in. 5 to 1. One to 5. One to 5. 1-6. Here we go. Check. Ball in. 6 to 1. 6-2. Check up. Ball in. Here we go, check. Back. Check it. Ball's live. 2-9. Check it. Here we go. Ball's live. Here we go. Check. Hey, ball's live. Hey, that's out. Hey,
Ball's in.
Oh, we really need to be there the whole time? Oh, this is so bogus. We already have 3 road games coming up. Now we got to deal with this?
What's going on?
Directions to the Indiana State Fair. Charity booth again. Coach says we gotta take shifts, man, to meet and greet.
Says we with the Pacers group.
Dude, we'll be lucky to get near the cheerleading section. They do this every year. The Pacers get a choice position between the Ferris wheel and the Gravitron. They stick us at the end of the corn maze.
I mean, it could be fun. You know, meet with some local fans, make some new ones. All my time in Shanghai, I never even left my apartment.
Fairgrounds are nowhere near Shanghai, man.
No. No fried chocolate brownies in China.
Hey, who are you and what have you done with AI?